Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Modern Horizons 3 draft here on the channel. Huge shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me a free preview account so I could get this recorded early. If you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Okay, dokie. So, opening up this pack, I immediately look at this rare, which has been pretty terrifying. My opponents have cast this against me twice today. I've been playing a lot of this format, and both times they've lost the coin flip, but if they'd won the coin flip, it would have been devastating. So I'm kind of like, this card seems pretty good, but at the same time, if you lose a coin flip, it's like mediocre. But like, that's a pretty big spike. So this card's a consideration, though it is 2 colors, which means I probably won't take it. And instead, I'll probably default to something like Ral and the Implicit Maze, which I think is excellent as a 5-drop. There's also Deem Inferior, which I like as a removal spell in blue. Trickster's Elf is pretty cool as well, because you can bestow it on your opponent's creature to make it small, and then if you kill that creature, you get the Elk, which is nice. Basking Brood Scale is also good. Deem Inferior. I think it's between the Elk and the Ral. I think those are the 2 best cards, and I'm not sure what to take here. I think Elk might be better. Maybe a hot take. I'm just going to take the Ral and the Implicit Maze. I think it's pretty solid. I think this card's straight up unplayable, just awful card. Because you don't really want to give your opponent a 3/2 flyer, ever. Ajani Fells the Godsire is really good. With Writhing Chrysalis is like probably my favorite card from today. I have absolutely loved getting to play with this card. I've been like almost unable to pass it a lot of the time, maybe to my detriment, but I love this card. It's great. I'm not going to second pick it, though. I'm going to be a little bit more disciplined here. I'm going to either take Twisted Riddle Keeper, which is like a really good blue card / just expensive colorless card you can play. I often find that my red-green decks with Writhing Chrysalis splash blue. But Ajani Fells the Godsire is also just a really good monocolored card. So those are my 2 main options here. Another 5-mana Saga or this guy. I think I'm going to take Ajani Fells the Godsire. I think this card's really good. I think it is... Ooh. And now there's an Annoyed Altasaur. So we're seeing a lot of blue cards here, and a good green card. Nightshade Dryad, Tune the Narrative, Demon Inferior, Serum Visionary, all good blue cards, and then a good green card. Annoyed Altasaur is really excellent, especially with these 2 cards. And then Glyph Elemental is rock solid, I think. You just like bestow it onto your creature early if you want, get some counters on it, and then it comes down as a huge creature as well. I already have the Ajani Fells the Godsire, but I think Annoyed Altasaur is just a better card overall. It just gets you a lot of value when just by casting it. Glyph Elemental is pretty good though, but I'm just gonna stay flexible. Okay. Now an interesting pack here. There is Unstable Amulet, which is a really good way to use energy to get card advantage. I think that's more of a blue-red thing than a red-white thing. Red-white tries to like use energy to like close the game out. There's also Evolution Witness, which plays well with Annoyed Altasaur. There's also Mindless Conscription, which is pretty decent if you're playing some card draw spells. Removal Spell, Break Breather Last, and Dog Umbra. I really am tempted by this Evolution Witness. Also this Unstable Amulet. Huh. I'm going to take the Evolution Witness. I just picked a green card. It's my most recent signal point, and I think that it'll be nice. Okay. Not a great pack here for me. There's a Nyxborn Unicorn, which I think I'm going to take. It Heralds the End is just hard to cast. Void Pouncer can be good, but you kind of need colorless mana to make it good. This card's pretty decent as a 3/1 that can also be a land. But I think Nyxborn Unicorn is a pretty good aggressive threat. Kudo, King Among Bears. Pretty funny card. It plays decently if you have like +1/+1 counter synergies. Instead, I think I'll just take Hydra Trainer. I think this card's a better card than Kudo. Hydra Trainer can hit like a truck and just buff up your other creatures. Plays pretty well with Nyxborn Unicorn, and not really actually. Very well with Nyxborn. I like Pyro Surfer a lot, but I think that might just be me. Jolted Awake is also really sweet when you have like good 2-drops to get. Nyxborn Hydra's fine. I kind of want to just take the Pyro Surfer. This card's mediocre. It's just a lot of damage to take for a card. I think Pyro Surfer versus like random green card. I could just take a green card. I don't think this one's very good though. It's on the lower end of the spectrum, though it is pretty good in green-white. So pick 8. There's a 3-mana 3/3 menace. Colorless card. It's a red-white card. Blue removal spell. I'll just take the blue card. I don't think I want this guy. 3-mana 3/3 menace is just not really my jam here. I almost first picked Trickster's Elk. I think this card's great. There's also a Faithful Watchdog. Interesting. Seeing this come back around is maybe good for me. I do love a Trickster's Elk, though. I would love to take Faithful Watchdog, but I just don't think I have quite enough confidence in white that I'm going to pull the trigger. Riddlegate Gargoyle. I'll just take the Rosecott Knight. This is white-green. Demon Fury is still here, but I'll just get the land now. Okay, Rosecott Knight number 2. I don't love that card, but it's playable if you have some good enchantments. And Trickster's Elk is an enchantment, which is nice. So here, I'm going to be playing green almost certainly. Probably not playing black. Probably not playing blue. Green-white is looking fairly likely. Especially because nobody took that Watchdog. Even though I didn't take it, I don't think other people really wanted it. Hopefully it doesn't push someone into green-white around me. But I could easily still be a red deck. This card is pretty excellent. This card's excellent, and this card's excellent. I think this card's better. And I don't think I need this card. I'm just going to speculate into black. I don't really want the Mandibular Kite. Well, Ophiomancer is pretty excellent too. So is Nightshade Dried, but getting a couple of really good black cards. I think I'm going to move in. This card's also great, but green-black is looking like maybe a good spot for me. He says as he immediately wants to move back to red for Galvanic Discharge. So I'm not going to play blue. I don't think white was open. I don't think red was open either. I could see Gravedigg just being the pick here. Yeah, we're just getting all the black cards. I do need to find some life gain, so the Dream Drinker Vampire type thing could be good for me. But I'm really liking my switch into black here. I am getting hooked up. I think this card's good, but I'm just going to take the more consistent removal spell. I think green-black is a pretty good home for me here. But I guess I could technically be white-black. I would love to find some life gain. I think red-black is more of an artifacts deck, so I'm just going to assume I can't get into that. Probably can't play blue, because blue didn't seem that open. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 green cards, and they're all great. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 white cards, and one of them is solid. I'm just going to assume that I'm green-black right now. I kind of like my green-black deck, not going to lie. Beautiful. Oh, wait. What? Worm Coil Larva? This card's awesome. It's a creature that dies into 2 creatures. This card's pretty reasonable. This card's good. I would love the life gain. I think this card's pretty decent as well if you have a ton of swamps. But this is the life gain as well, and I think it will be good for me. How does this guy work? Sacrifice it so I will get the tokens. That's pretty cool synergy. I'll take Ondu, not Master. I've drawn 3 or more cards this turn. I'm not really drawing a lot of cards, but I think this card's decent. I pretty much have the Altasaur, and then this is like a nice black-white card. Token leaves the battlefield. Each opponent loses life. I gain life. But 3 mana, 1/3 is just too small, though. Twisted Landscape's also cutesy for getting my mana a little bit better, but I'm just going to see if I can get it a white-black. This card's going to be better than Mandibular Kite. White-black does look open. Blue-black. No, we're just going to stay disciplined. Take Dreamdrinker Vampire to go with my Ripple of Undeath. I'm either black-green or black-white, and I will not sway from that path. This land fits into both. If I wanted to do some sort of splash, it would work. It's just as long as it's modified. I think I'll just take the lifelinker. Okay, it's settled then. I like having a couple lifelinkers. This card's really bad. This card's mediocre, but not great unless you're in black-white. This card would be good for me, but I think this card is really, really excellent. Just nice little board sweeper. Did I first pick the Annoyed Altasaur? So this card lets me reset ETBs. It'll probably wheel, though. It is pretty good with some of my cards, though. I think this card could be solid. Or the Slith. I think I just want a big creature. Deal a bunch of damage to black with black mana. I think this is decent. I'm trying to just offset the life loss from my Ripples of Undeath. And this will wheel. Okay, literally not a spell for me. That's unfortunate. I wonder if I'm supposed to splash green. I don't really have anything too good to splash. Do I have any sacrifice stuff for the Ophiomancer? This card could be a really good value engine. I'm going to try this card, though. I've kind of already got a bunch of things. Victimize. Interesting. Murder. 11 creatures. I think Victimize is the best of these cards. I'm just going to rely on getting... I think my land being a spell will be useful for me. Dog Umbra is nice. Getting a kill spell is nice. I think Essence Reliquary could be decent. I think I'll play 17 lands here. I've got this Angel of the Ruins and this. So it's kind of like... I mean, I'm going to count this as a land is what I mean. Gosh. This card coming around this late is crazy. I haven't played a like base black deck. Last pick Ooze. Oh my gosh. Honestly, my green black deck might have been a little bit better than this deck. Like I've got two of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. Got a last pick black green card. It's mostly this Wrath of the Skies. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the black-white deck. I was mostly just curious. I think this deck could have definitely been a little bit better maybe, but definitely going to cut a plains. This gives me 7, 15, 16 lands. Only 7 swamps for this consuming corruption. But this can get a swamp. Yep, we'll try it like this. Not the best deck, but we'll make do, and we've got some cool cards like Ripples of Undeath. I will see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to take a moment to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, where you can go to support the channel. Patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've been finding them entertaining, helpful, if they've been helping you have more fun playing Magic and helping you win more, or things like that, then Patreon is the place to go where you can contribute directly towards the channel and help me make more videos going forward. You also gain access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card draft tier list for Modern Horizons 3 and every other draft set that comes out, where I give my A through F grades on every card in the set as a nice bonus resource, as one of the ways I like to say thank you. Basically, Patreon is the place to go if you want to chip in and help the channel grow and thrive. I would like to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It really does make a big difference. But without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome. We have a nice hand here. This guy might gain us some life. Now that I have my 4th land, I don't need to play this as a land. Shocking. Well, that's a great card. I'm going to get Dream Drinker Vampire going first, though. One general strategy is to affect the board state and then worry about card advantage. I do like Jolted Awake. I've been liking that card. I want to play this on turn 5. I'll let them hit me with this one time. Huh. Well, that's a punish. Maybe I'll find my pacifism, though. Gosh, this card really punished me here. Sure. I was planning on killing this this turn, but that's tough. I was gonna like get some cards, kill this thing. It was supposed to be a 3-2. Man. Booey. And they've been holding up a bunch of they paid to. They've also been holding up a bunch of mana to protect it, it looks like. Well, this is just what I needed. keep wondering where my life total is going. It's definitely from this thing. Do they have a kill enchantment card? This is kind of exactly how I pictured this deck playing out, like using this Ripples of Undeath and using life gain to supplement it. Gosh, finding this Dog Umber was pretty nice. So what are the card options? Okay. Should go to 6. Counter on this, go back up. Oh, I should have played this first. What am I doing? So this thing, it should have a counter on it. I want to bring back this Angel.
May our axes strike as one.
So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This costs 5 to use, right? So they get a Planeswalker that can make 2/1 cats.
Traitors will be punished.
This thing does put a clock on you. Jeez Louise.
Into the fray.
Hopefully this is good enough. Okay. Yes! Oh my gosh, this ripples of undeath. I gained so much life this game. I did so much damage to myself. I love this avatar, by the way. This avatar is sick. I'm totally going to try to get it for my account. I will see you next round. Welcome to another round. We're going to keep this hand. We're playing against Kampf, which is Paul Cheon. So that's going to be a fun little YouTube showdown. He's on the play. I'm going to use this to get a swamp. Oh, I love that card. Oh, I'm so toast. Things are not looking good for our hero. Quest for the Necropolis is pretty good here. Well, he's using the cool swamp, not the default. Okay, that's scary. He can cast that next turn. This is the sort of game where if I was on the play, I'd feel confident I could maneuver my way through this, but I am terrified of this card and don't think I can make this recovery somehow. Yeah, I'm super dead here. This 8/4 is huge. He's gonna hit me down to 8. He's got hexproof from monocolored. Or from each color. Oh, it's a caster, so it counts all the guys when he casts it. That's funny. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, man. Brutal. I'll get him next time. I think if I'd been on the play, I could have won. I had a pretty powerful stuff I was doing, too. I was going to be able to pitch this guy, bring it back. Could have killed his artifact before he could cast his guy. Could have actually, if I'd been on the play, I could have brought this thing back and wrathed all of his little guys for 0 mana. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. And yeah, I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to round 1. We'll keep this. Emperor of Bones on the play seems pretty decent. I can't resist the value. The ripples of undeath. I'm firmly in the ripples path. Okay, my guy's dead. My lack of swamps disturbs me. Sure. The Necro Bloom, sure. So I gain 3 life from killing it with Breathe Your Last. If they equip their other guy, what I'm going to do next turn is I'm going to bring back my Angel so I don't kill myself with this card. My Angel will exile this thing. I really want to exile that thing too, but I can't afford to. Exile my own guy. Otherwise I'll deck myself. Seal target creature or planeswalker. Okay. I can almost kill them with this thing. And this thing has lifelink too. So I have 8 cards left. That should be enough to finish him. Oh, I love Ophiomancer. Let's see what they have. I can only do that at sorcery speed. But I was double checking. So I've got him dead next turn. I've got my snake. My deck has a really cool game plan. Like, I've got enough recursion that I think I can consistently get this thing back to prevent myself from dying. No! What? Oh, pain. Okay. Okay, buddy. I think I still have Dog Umbra in here. Perfect. So I can go to 3 here. If they can kill me, they can kill me. I can actually go to 1 because they have 2 counters in their graveyard. Okay, sure. If they just top deck their counter spell, I'm dead. Okay. I'm getting ready for an alpha strike here. Sure. That's a good synergy with Ophiomancer. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have one land left in here. Okay, so I want to... They have one card in hand. I'm just going to assume it's nothing. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. So that means 2 of them are getting through. If my 2 smallest get through, they don't make it. But I do have 2 menace guys. Which means I think I win. I attack with everything. They can block one of these guys, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more blockers. So they can block one of these guys, and then they can block... They have to double block this guy, so that's 3 of their blockers. I mean, there's 2 more, three blockers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers left. So they can go block, 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 and die. I think so. I might have done the math wrong here. Yeah, I think I did the math right here. I got this because of this menace guy. Of course, assuming they don't have anything. It's like just enough. Wow, another crazy win for the good guys. Wow, I also gained a ton of life there. Let's go. Huge. I did have fun. That was a fun match. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome. We have the Ripples of Undeath again. Oh, this is so satisfying. It's such a sick card to play. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're playing an aggro deck. We might not be able to get away with the Ripples of Undeath strategy this time.
More important than family.
But good heavens, we're gonna try. Oh, yes. We don't have to use the mana thing. We can just choose not to pay the mana. But they have 3 power worth of guys, so it's kind of problematic here. Wow. That's irritating.
Fly to me!
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more lands. I don't think that is worth taking. I had the extra mana, and I think the 3 life is probably not going to matter here. Especially because I can use Gravedigg to buy back a creature and save the life next turn. Like, next turn I can just entwine this.
Let fury ignite your heart.
Oh, I'm so dead now. Counter on each cat. I'm just dead on board if they have a land. this card. That was silly. This card was not good in the matchup. Though, to be fair, I was dead in this matchup no matter what I did because I had no way of killing a Johnny. If I had drawn one of my ways to kill a Johnny, like kill a Planeswalker or something, I would have had a shot. But that was... They had a Johnny on turn 3, and I was on the draw, I think. So, tough loss. But I'll see you folks in the next round. Welcome to the final round. I forget if I said this, but I'm playing 5 rounds with my deck, because I want to be able to play as many drafts as possible and get a sense of the cards. We've had this card every game, I think. Just going to get a swamp here. I think I am just going to lead with the ripples still. Help me hit my land drops. That's terrifying. I want as many swamps as possible. I'm actually going to let them go off with this card. Reason being, I can kill it. Like, they're going to use this. Or I feel like they probably will. Like, they're going to get 6 counters on it. And hit me for 8. Because normally, if this thing sticks around, it wouldn't matter. But I have 2 kill spells for it. Okay, so they're not going for it. That's okay with me. Or maybe they are. They're waiting for combat blocks. Like, if you put this thing in your deck... Okay. So this thing is going... I'm going to lose 3. So go to 10. Then I'm going to gain 2, go up to 12. And then this thing is... Put an additional counter on it. So they're going to get... At most 6 counters, I think. So we got the 8. Cool. I'm fully accepting that I'm dead if they have a enchantment removal spell. Oh gosh.
These banquets are so wasteful.
Hmm. Okay. I should have exiled this guy. Not that they really care about getting back at 0-1. Oh, I lose to that. I'm so dumb. They get to flip him and then deal -1 to me. Yeah.
Bloodlust is sickening, yet insatiable. Leave for
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Well, we got to try. I think we could have won this game if I had, what did I need to do differently? I think I needed to play this worm coil larva out there because I was guaranteed life gain. I had this thing, which could get back, something for 4 mana. Could get back a life linker. The Soren, I honestly probably could have just, like, I should have, like, tried to kill the Wombat because they were going to bring it back. I thought this would be fine, but this guy getting a counter was pretty bad for me. What card did they just play to, like, give it the counter? Oh, they used Wither and Bloom. Oh, yeah. If they hadn't had Wither and Bloom, I think I would have been able to come back and win this. But Soren's like a mythic rare that can deal 5 to you. There's not a lot of cards that, like, burn you out like that. Oh, that's tough. Real tough. It's also irritating that they... I think... I don't know what I could have. I could have taken less damage off this, that's for sure. I had to eventually get this thing into play, too, to kill this and this. I also took a huge hit from this because I was trying to bait them into doing it. But I could have, like, held up my Dog Umbra and flashed it in after they used it. No, they could have attacked first, so it wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, 2-3. Not the best record with that deck, but not the worst. I think I could have won a little bit more if I had, like, I don't know, been on the play in some of those matches. I think my deck really thrived on the play and really was a little too slow on the draw with this Ripple of Undeath. But I'm glad we got to try out a bunch of cards, and we did get to do some crazy cool things, like reanimate Angel of Ruin to kill our own Ripple of Undeath, to do that type of thing. And I think Wrath of the Skies would have been a great card to draw in a lot of those matchups, and we just couldn't find it in the times we needed it. We only drew it, like, on the draw that time with the Ripple. But yeah, really cool deck. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Ripples, because we literally do this every game, I think, and it was really fun. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you. Oh, one last shout out to Wizards of the Coast for the free preview account to let me play in this early. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.